Well, Keith, how much do you feel the players have got out of this tour of South Africa and Botswana?
Well, twofold. They've got their fitness, and also with the 6 new players that we brought in that we spoke about earlier in the summer, they've now got or had the chance rather to bind together, to get to know each other, to get to know the manager, the setup of Bristol City really. So it's a two-way street. It's been good for us and good for them.
I remember speaking to you last time, you were saying a number of deals were in the offing but we wouldn't be announcing them just yet. 6 were announced very quickly, 6 were done before you came out here. How important was that?
It was really important that we had the players in mind, that we scouted them through and through, that they were the kind of lads that we wanted to introduce into Bristol City. It's important that we'd done that they fitted in with the remaining players that we had left to make us a stronger group. Obviously we signed 2 experienced players in the group, along with 4 up-and-coming youngsters, if you like. So there's been a blend and balance. So it was important that they come out with us just to get to know the family.
Just some opinions from some of the players who are in the existing squad is you've gone out there and pretty much cherry-picked some of the best players in League One. Was that sort of the planning?
It was always the planning. To get them out of the league, we know they've got growth in them, they bring value into the squad, all kinds of other reasons attached to when you're signing a player, like a Luke Freeman, like a Corey Smith, like a Mark Little. And obviously Luke Ayling falls into that category, but with that you needed the Wade Elliott's and the Aaron Wilbrams to balance your group up. So that was always in our mindset, and fortunately we were able to do it.
Are you done in the transfer market? I keep reading about the priority for Steve Cotterill appears to be another goalkeeper in the squad. Are you done yet?
Well, you never know, Adam. You know, it all depends. Again, we've got players that we scouted. We know if they become available would be of interest to us, and that's the case today as I talk. If these players become available, then we would have to go and talk once again to Mr. Lansdowne to find out where we are with our transfer funds. He's supported the group 100%, as he always does. To that we're eternally grateful.
Yeah. And likewise with Sam Baldock, we've read a lot about speculation, bids for him. The club are adamant they want him to stay. Speaking to Sam yesterday, he's more than happy here as well, which must be a boost for you.
Sam's a very big player in our group. Obviously he falls in between. Still got his young legs, but he's got good experience. He's our captain. He's a good leader on and off the pitch, and very much in our plans. We wouldn't really want to be selling our best asset. Again, we've been in a fortunate position where our owner has rejected the bids.
Is that bids? Is it one bid? Is it more than that?
It's several.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about his contract? He's had a contract at the end of this season. Does that make the thinking more difficult?
No, not at all. We really are concentrating on today, this season, to see where we are. Obviously, Sam's got championship ambitions, as we all have. So obviously we would look at the situation later on in the year.
Yeah. Do you hope that perhaps if you have a successful season, he'd want to stick with the family anyway, wouldn't he?
I'm sure he's really settled in Bristol. He likes the area, he likes the club. I think it's a two-way street. Sam's been good for us and we've been good for Sam.
Let's look at the other side of this tour. Yesterday at Childline, we saw you amongst all the Leicester players playing with the youngsters, the safari, the binding together, the community side of this. How important has that been?
It's been massively important. It's not a lot of First Division clubs fortunate enough to come to a place like we've been privileged to come to, and in these areas when we go into homes as we experienced yesterday, it has a humbling effect and a down to earth feeling that we are very fortunate people to live in cities like Bristol and to have the kind of jobs that we are employed to do. The safaris and things are all binding. People would look back at home and say, why aren't they training? But you can't train 24/7. So again, it's building up team spirit, which is a big factor in Division 1, trying to get out of the league.
And finally, the conclusion of the tour will take place here tomorrow, the Botswana national team versus Bristol City. Quite a fixture to look forward to.
Fantastic fixture to finish our trip on. We watched them win Saturday. They are a strong group. We will have to work extremely hard to get anything out of the game, but this is what we're preparing for, and everything's building up now to our league start.